everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's Michelle and my special guest, Christy.
Hello.
We are so appreciative of you joining our series. And Christy, I thank you. We're having a lot of fun. It's
Yeah,
also like a bit of therapy for me too, to kind of have someone understand what it's like to work at Louis Vuitton. We're both former client advisors, and we both know it is far from the daisies and roses that people think working in luxury retail is.
for sure it is. Here's to that.
Cheers. Oh, I do have my Starbucks cup too, our matching Starbucks cups.
Cheers.
Okay. So, what are you wearing today? We love fashion. So, let's start with your fabulous dress. I love the sleeves.
So I don't think they even make this anymore. I'm on an Abercrombie kick.
Oh,
I don't know. I like to bring things back from whatever era. I bought this around Easter time, and I have another dress just like it. It's pleated. It's a knee length version. I think they have a midi version too, but this one is just like pleats, and I like the sleeve detailing. It's a one and done. I know. I love dresses and I love floral prints. So this is where I landed today.
awesome. And Abercrombie, it's Y2K. It's coming back. And by the way, you look fabulous. You look curvilicious
Thank
in the
you.
dress. I've got my Ted Baker jumpsuit on.
Well,
But
I love Ted Baker. I used
I
to
love
work for
Ted
them back in the
Baker.
day.
I bought this just as they were going out of
Oh,
business, but I saw somewhere they're still available online. I'm not sure, but I
mm,
do feel like their designs went downhill right
yeah.
before they went out of business, which is probably their own demise. Their
I
designs went downhill and the quality went downhill.
want to say Nordstrom still has them. And I think they have some of this stuff on anniversary. I want to say. Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna have to look. I
Yeah.
don't know. Okay. Okay, but I love this. I love this jumpsuit. I know all I do is wear black, but
It's cute. Is it chocolate or is it black? It
it's
looks almost
black.
chocolate.
It's black
Ah,
shorts. The black
it's cute.
shorts.
I love Ted
Jumpsuit.
Baker.
So, and this old necklace, and it's finally fading, so I think I'm gonna have to get a new one.
I like it. Is it pearls?
It's the freshwater pearls that everyone loves, and I will put a link to this down in the video because everyone loves it. So I'm just gonna have to buy myself a new one
Oh,
or
it's
ask them
cute.
to sponsor me a new one.
This one is Amazon. Kind of like the Carrie Bradshaw. I
Oh
just
yeah,
have my fiance's last name engraved on it because we
very cool.
literally are one letter away.
Really? Wow, how funny.
I know, right?
All
So it's funny.
right. Well, today's show is we're going to talk about the Speedy, the Vuitton classic, the Speedy. And Christy and I get a lot of questions about the Speedy, and we are happy to address them in a video. Now, I appreciate the questions in the comments. If I can't get back to you, we do try to look at them and address them in videos because if you're questioning, somebody else is as well. So we have talked about the Speedy before. It is really the first handbag that Louis Vuitton brought to the collection. It was requested by Audrey Hepburn. She actually requested a Speedy 25. You can see many photos of her carrying her Speedy, and she needed it to match her Vuitton luggage set, as
Hmm.
Vuitton is originally a luggage company. So the most popular size right now is the one that both Christy and I have, which is the Speedy 30. And the 30 references the centimeters from here to here. I love your Kusama. She has the OG Kusama from like, what year is it?
2012.
Okay, so yeah, quite a while ago, because the polka dots then were different than her newer like reiteration of it.
Yeah.
So the 30 seems to be the most popular size. Do you know why when the original one was 25? Did women just want a bigger handbag?
I want to say I think back in the 2000s, big bags were a thing.
Oh, you're
And
right.
they went
Yeah.
up to 40 and they don't know if they make 40 anymore, but 30, 35, and 40 were like iconic. And also when they did the collabs, it was always a 30 that
You're
was the
right.
collaboration.
Hmm.
Um, I don't think it's the 30, I don't think is as popular as it once was. I love the 30 because when I worked at Vuitton, and it's like been less than a year since I've worked there. I think it's been like 4 months since I've last was there, March. I think the 20 and the Nano were the best selling size. because they could crossbody it. But
Yes.
that's my favorite.
Which are relatively new.
Hmm.
So the original sizes was 25, 30, 35, and 40 like
Hmm.
this without the crossbody. And
Right.
this is my mom's bag from the 80s, so apparently it's also a 30. That's probably the size that Vuitton decided as a company they would push, right? I'm guessing. Because it's not
Yeah.
too big, not too small. For me,
Also,
it's kind of big.
the 25, I don't know if you ever realized this. The zipper pull on the 25 is shorter and it's harder to get in and out of for me, like to stick your hand in there. So, like for the 30, like
Yes.
I put this in there for an example. The Felici, it goes in and out seamlessly. Like
Yep.
I can just stick it in and out. The 25, it's 5 centimeters shorter, but the zipper is kind of cut short.
You're right. This is a 25, and you see her mouth doesn't open as wide
Hmm.
as a
Yeah.
30. So the newer variations, though, you have 20 and then the Nano, which look much cuter crossbody. And those weren't as, I don't think those were even out when I worked there.
Yeah.
And what people would try to do that we discourage them, like say you had a 30 without the band, they would put their own crossbody straps here, which would cause stress on these two shapes, this way, and this way, which is not natural for the bag.
Right.
So we as client advisors had to discourage that because obviously this is a big bag and the more you put, the more weighty it gets. And as the law of the universe works, the bigger the bag, the more stuff you put in. I'm guilty. I will find a puppy in my tote bag if I weren't cleaning it every week to see what the heck did I put in there.
Hmm.
So inevitably it would get heavy. And that is why the Speedy Bandiolet exists, which you'll see has a leather reinforcement so that now the weight of the bag is on each side rather than on the shapes. So if you want to add your own crossbody, like we have not, we as okay, say we're still client advisors, we have nothing to do with that. Vuitton has nothing to do with that. If you use your bag how it's not advised, like that's all you. Just
Yeah.
want to
They,
say that, right? Like it's like how you drive your car. The tires are going to wear depending on how you drive it. But I want
right.
people to understand that because the regular one without the band is quite less expensive. I think they add $400 for that leather band.
Right. But on the flip side of the coin, if you go in and you decide to do like your own makeshift, because before they did the bandolier, I don't know when they started doing the bandolier. I want to say sometime in the 2000s. But people before that, when they would makeshift their own and put that on, it does put stress on your shapes
Yep.
and can lift up your shapes. And what
Yep.
happens is if your bag is not made that way and you go to take it into repairs, they're going to charge you a pretty penny. And
Yep.
it's going to be more than what it would cost if you just bought
The band.
a bag that
Yeah.
has a bandolier on it. Like the, and to be fair, the Speedy was originally not made with a bandolier. It was
Yep.
made to be worn on the crook of your
Like
arm.
this or like this.
Yeah, so that's the original way that it was intended to wear. Now, bags evolve over time, fashion evolves over time. So obviously, Louis Vuitton or any brand is going to go with what's best for like the current woman. But if your bag does not have, it's not meant to be worn that way. Just don't do it because you're going to cause more problems for your piece.
Yes. Just buy the one with the band. I've also seen, don't do this. I've seen people like, okay, see these tabs? That's meant for the zipper to lock right here. I have seen people punch hole this one and then add a strap there. And it's also like it might work temporarily, but you might pull your tabs off and you'll be very sad. But also, like, when you're considering what bag to buy, if you want a crossbody, buy a crossbody. Personally, I think this bag is too big for a crossbody.
Yeah,
So
it's
this is the one with the band. It is a 30. Now I would use that if I were traveling and you had to put a lot of things in it. But for day to day, I personally like handbags, even though for for safety reasons, the crossbody might be better depending on where you are or what you're using it for.
Yeah,
But those are also like considerations when you're picking the size of your Speedy.
absolutely. I feel like if you get a nano, a 20 or 25 to me is pushing it for a day-to-day crossbody,
Mhm.
but depending on your
It's big.
shape, you can pull it off.
See, this
So,
is still big for a crossbody,
yeah.
but for me, this is a great size for like, say we're taking a day trip and I need a big handbag. It still has
Mhm.
the crossbody option. This is still a big bag for me, but also I also take in consideration that I'm only 5'4". So this could work, even this could work. The 30, I've seen taller ladies that can pull off a bigger bag crossbody.
That's true. I could not pull off a 20. 25 might be a little big for me crossbody. I mean, I am a curvier girl, but I am not that tall. So it would probably be pushing it as well.
And I think you and me can agree that the intent of the Speedy from 25 to 40 is supposed to be worn on the crook of your arm.
Hmm.
So I really just don't like the crossbody option unless, of course, it's convenient, like I said, for traveling.
I agree. Agree. Like I said, when I was leaving, the 25, no, the 20 and the nano were the some of the top SKUs
Hmm.
when it came to Speedy. However, the 20 and the it was like 20 and a monogram, and then they just did a damier bin version. They do have, if you get the canvas, that utility strap. It is adjustable. So if you're a utility person, it'll work out in your life. If you're not, the on prompt leather has just like the leather strap.
That's right. And those little versions are so, so cute. Like I would totally rock that crossbody.
Hmm.
Now, other things to consider, like I said, the bigger the bag, the more stuff you put in. And the Speedy is a very lightweight bag. If
Yeah.
anyone saw my last video, if you want to know the difference between a vintage, Christy has a vintage, what I consider vintage in this one, and I compared it with my friend's Speedy 30 from 2021, the newer material is a lot thinner and a lot less textured than the older one.
Yeah. This
So
is
I
thick.
really encourage if you can find a vintage in great condition, to do it. Now, another reason why, okay, let's talk about the handles on the vachetta because I know we have clients that don't want their vachetta to change, and it is meant to change color.
Look at that.
It is meant to change color. Okay, speak on that while I go grab my leather conditioner so I can show the audience what I use on my canvas bags.
So over time, the leather is supposed to do something called patina or age. It self ages. It's going to do that with the natural oils in your hands, with the lotions you use, and on the daily basis. It's going to patina or honey. I have never done anything to these handles. This is just the natural way that the leather tans. If you take it into Louis Vuitton and you want to get new handles, they're gonna say everything is fine with your handles. I think they charge, I forget now, it's like $200-300 per handle now. So you're gonna have, then they're going to encourage you to get two different handles, a shape and everything. But this is normal. It is supposed to
Yes.
do this. It is completely normal for your, if you're not somebody who likes this, then monogram is not for you. Saying.
And we love the honey patina. I
Mm,
love that there's marks and variations. I know some people don't like vintage. If you don't like vintage, that's okay. It's not for you. But just know that the color change is and supposed to happen, and there is really no way to avoid it. And if you put liquid on it, any kind, that means conditioner, apple guard, like I can't control how much paint you put on your car. So if you put like the wrong amount of apple guard, it might change color. And these are things like we do not advise as client advisors when we work there. We do not advise any type of any kind of chemical to touch your bag. So anything you want to do to that is on you. And I have seen some disasters. So I don't advise. You've seen some disasters too, right, Christy?
I've seen many disasters of people um, would go on Reddit groups and say so and so said this. It's like, well, no, you. Oh, well, I was advised, well, unless you like came to the store, then you're just going to go off and do this on your own. And Louis Vuitton is not going to help you. If
Hmm.
something is like, we would have people come in and they would think that there was something wrong with their bag because whomever sold it to them did not let them know about the care and the wear of the piece that they bought.
Yeah. So, which I believe we do say it's going to patina over time.
Hmm.
So the ways to avoid that, because there's naturally oils on your hand if you lotion your hand. As you can see on my mom's, it got dark where she actually holds it. So that's where a bandeau comes in handy, just to keep it clean, keep it patinaed evenly. Plus, it looks cute. So that's one way. Just and I wrap the handles of all of my purses anyways because they will get dirty regardless if it's vachetta or whatever material it is.
Oh, so
Now,
cute.
another thing, people ask me all the time. This is a Cadillac boot and shoe leather conditioner, which after your handles have patinaed, then I will use it. If they're not patinaed yet, this could change, this could make it darker. And I also use this on the canvas because this canvas was made to act like leather. So just like you lotion your skin, you want to lotion your bag, just put it on a microfiber cloth, a little squirt, and then give your bag a little polish. And other than that, they're really low maintenance.
They are. And another thing about them, which is cool that not people know. So when you go into the store, sorry, I have stuff in mine. When you go into the store and you're like, hey, I would like to see a Speedy, okay? They're going to bring it out to you in the dust bag and you're going to be like, what is going on?
Oh,
They are
yes.
folded.
Let's fold our Speedies.
They are folded. When you go into the store, they're going to be like a pancake like this, right?
Yes. And it's
And
okay
people are
because
going to be
it's meant
like,
to be.
people are
Here,
going to
this
be
is
like,
mine
what
flat.
is going on here? They are supposed to be folded, guys.
And it's going to be in a small, flat, square box.
Yeah. So they're going
Don't
to be
freak
folded.
out because your Speedy is not popped up because it's meant to be flattened when you put it
Mhm.
away when you're not traveling.
Now
So,
ours have I think they've been trained to be like this because I've had mine so long. I have not ever folded it, but it's meant to be like even a keep all. When you go to get your keep all, they're going to be folded too. Your
yes.
keep alls are going to be folded. And people always think that's crazy town when you go grab a keep all or Speedy and you bring it out to them because they're like, is that the same thing I'm looking at on the shelf over there? And you're like, yeah, it's the same thing. It's just, and you have to tell them the story about Louis Vuitton and why they made it fold and the way of how people traveled back then. But yeah, Speedies and keep alls will come folded
Yeah. Just imagine
because
if we had to keep them all like this. We wouldn't have any room.
yeah.
Now, another thing, the Speedy is one continuous material. I have to bring this up because in my videos about real versus fake, we have some real smart people saying, isn't the upside down LVs a dead giveaway?
That means it's real.
Obviously, they don't know anything about the Speedy.
Yeah,
So
it's
one
supposed to
continuous
be
material, and then
human.
she does not have feet. So it's a very
No,
simple design. But like simple does not mean less than.
no.
It's just
Simple
it's like
means
a classic bag.
classic.
And if you
I
want to keep its shape, I just use newspaper. And for those who ask, because I know you guys always ask, how do you get the smell out of your canvas bags or out of your old bags? The carbon from the newspaper actually absorbs any odors. So if you buy your bag vintage from Fashion File, just stuff perfume in it. I mean, stuff, not perfume. Sorry, stuff newspaper in it. I said perfume because my mom's old bags smell like her perfume. If you don't want the smell of the past owner, or even just that musty smell if it's been in the closet, newspaper works great. And then you can like stuff it if you want to keep it in its
yeah.
stuffed position and not flat.
This one actually, I did not get her brand new from the lot. She came to me with some miles on her already.
Okay,
So
awesome.
I forget where I got maybe the real or something, but this one I liked because oddly enough, I wear a lot of things that go with mustard, and so I got the mustard one. But same with my Vernis Alma. They both came to me
It's
Like I
beautiful.
buy them brand new, like
And I
because
love that it's yellow because I like color on my handbags.
yeah, me too. I'm a color
So well
girl.
done.
Like I don't want something everyone has.
Now, by the way, I did see someone on YouTube, a YouTube video where she put her Speedy in the wash.
Mm-mm.
And I actually, based on that little pochette accessoire that I have that smelled
Yeah.
like a cigarette lounge, I dunked her in water because it was that gross.
Oh
And
no.
she came out just fine. She actually had a little bit of a crack in the leather, so maybe it dried out too much somewhere, but you can't see it now after I conditioned it. But it's canvas, so like you
Yeah.
can give her a bath.
I do
Probably
love
don't
the
recommend it.
I have actually on my Bedford bag on the Vachetta. She got dipped in like a bucket of water, and I just got a paper towel and cleaned it on both
Oh yeah,
sides. It came out normal.
which is what is advised from Vuitton: damp cloth with water
Just
and rub out the stain.
I and you know what? There was no like little water spots. It came out clean as a whistle.
And if your vachetta gets a water spot, it just adds character.
It does.
Like,
It
it's
does.
nothing
It
to
does.
panic about. So things that
Yeah.
like, people ask commonly, what size should I get? That's going to depend on really your frame. Is the bag too big or too small for you? What do you use on a daily basis?
Right.
And then I get asked, which print should I get? I really don't know. That's such a personal preference.
It is.
Um,
And I saw they just came out with a new collection, like a purple, a lavender
oh
one.
yes, the lilac, the lavender, which I think's beautiful.
Hmm.
But
Hmm.
but also lavender's such a
Personal color.
yes, and trendy. Like it might be in
Mhm.
now.
So sure, I think that would have been something great if they've released it like Easter time. The fact that they're releasing it at the end of July is okay. I think it's a little random, but I think it's pretty. I think I could already tell, like in my mind, the clients I would have suggested it to, because there are those people who just purple's their thing, or they're just a Vuitton collector and like
Mhm.
they'll just get every whatever the newest jam is. They're just gonna, tap into it. But yeah, there's so many different variations of the Speedy. It's hard to discern what's best for you.
And the most popular ones would be okay, so monogram, which is we've talked about this. It's not the original print. The original print is actually the Dame Eben, the checkerboard.
Hmm.
And then you have the Dame Azur. So the Dame Eben has the chocolate brown dyed handles. If you don't want to deal with the vachetta, you want to go with the Dame Eben because the Dame Azur also has your untreated leather.
And if you're a denim girly or just a denim person, if you happen to now it might not happen as much if you're wearing it here, but it can bleed and rub off
Yes.
into the denim. Once you do that, there's no turning back. Louis
Yes.
is not going to do anything because it's like a kind of like it's on your own accord
Yes.
situation.
So the Dame, oh, wait, oh, let me grab my Dame Azur. Hold on.
So that's something to think about. It's hard to say what style is best going to be for you. You're going to have to I'm going to tell you what I tell everyone. Do your research, look on the Vuitton website before you go in the store and see what speaks to you, because and what goes with your personal style. Don't ask
Mhm.
my one of the questions that I don't know why it got under my skin, and not that it got under my skin, but something I didn't understand was, well, what's most popular? Well, what's most popular may not be
May
what
not work for
you
you.
what
Hmm.
like if somebody told me a black bag was the most popular, I don't own a black purse. I'm not gonna buy a black bag. It's just not gonna work for me. Not the colorful person I am. No.
Same. Yes. So the most popular print is actually the monogram. But like for me and for Christy, like we like colorful purses.
Mhm.
Like I love this is the Azor. I love it.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna say it, if you're a dirty girl, if you're gonna put on the floor, you do not want a white bag. If you wear a lot of denim, if you wear new jeans and this bag, the dye from your jeans is gonna end up on the bag and you can't take it off. It's not the bag's fault. you're not gonna be happy. So those are considerations, like what works with you, your wardrobe. Do you like your bag to blend or do you want it to pop? Another popular material for the Speedy is the empreinte leather, which is heavier. It's durable. It might be more sophisticated, but it does add a lot of weight.
It does. It's a little dressier too. So
Yes, it's dressier.
I feel like the canvas is a little more, it can be casual, it can be dressed up. It just paired with the right outfit ensemble, you can rock it out. But if you get an empreinte 20 and creme,
Mhm.
that is really pretty. It has a gold chain handle. You can get an empreinte 20 in a bicolor or an all black Tortorelle bicolor. Those are going to be good. It just depends on the size, the color, what you wear a lot of. You've got to be like, okay, well, what is the color palette I wear? What do I go to? What can I see? Ask yourself, what can I see myself grabbing on a day to day basis that I'm not going to get bored of, that I would get excited grabbing and putting with my outfit?
Exactly. And also like the empreinte Speedy. Now, this was always a debate because I would not carry this to a wedding. Yes, some
Right.
people think automatically because it's Louis Vuitton, I'm going to carry it to a wedding and I'm going to look expensive when it's essentially a little suitcase. So for me, that doesn't work. I'd rather see an empreinte 20 or smaller if you're going to be going to a more formal occasion because the material and that gold chain just lends more to the occasion where the monogram, it's really meant for casual, like
It
casual
is.
travel, casual use.
It is. Some people would try to, I don't know why, and you probably got this too, Michelle. People would be like, I need a bag I can wear every day to the office, but also to dinner, but also to
Mhm,
special occasions.
mhm.
I hate to tell you, that bag
Doesn't
does not
exist.
exist. It does not, you're gonna need two different bags.
Several
If
bags.
if you think that there is like a all inclusive bag, it's gonna that you're because you're spending that much money, you're gonna get all of those uses. It's not because the bag you carry to the office that you slip your laptop in isn't gonna be an after five bag too. You're
Yes.
you're not gonna get all in one. Sorry.
And
Hate to
I I think people want that because, first of all, they don't know how to diversify their bag wardrobe. That's
Mhm.
one. And then because they're spending a lot of money, they wanted to do everything. I wish I had a robot that did everything in my house, but it doesn't exist. And you bring up a good point too. Please don't try to put like a laptop or iPad in Speedy. She's just not designed that way, or any purse, because the zipper is like you don't wanna stress the zipper. The it doesn't it doesn't open all the way up, like, for example, a messenger bag would do, or a bag that is created to hold a big electronic, a tablet or bigger.
Yeah, it's I mean, I would say the best thing you can do if you want an all inclusive is maybe get a bag that has a little sidekick with it. And even then, you're pushing it.
Mhm. Yeah, like, just be like me and Christy and have 20 bags.
Just be like us and just like, go bag broke. I don't know what to tell you. I have a bag habit. It's better than having a bad habit. So,
But you don't have to, yeah, you don't have to make your one bag your everything, and that is a mistake that people make. It's like having one pair of pants for everything or one pair of shoes for everything. It
all
just,
right.
I can't have sneakers be my going out to dinner shoes
No,
unless you're
no,
that
you
person.
can't be like, are these gym shoes that I'm gonna wear that I'm gonna sweat at the gym at? Are they also gonna take me to a wedding and take me to a nice dinner? No, they will
Yeah.
not. It's not.
So, these are just things you should think about. And as Christy said, like, what is your personal style? Which materials are you going to, it's going to go best with your wardrobe? And another thing, seeing how fast and trendy fashion is these days, do you want a bag that is going to last you decades, like our Speedies, mine and Christy's Speedies, or do you want one that like you're going to sell after wearing for a couple seasons? For example, I love the denim, but this is obviously a trend. This
Is
is
too, if we're gonna be honest. She's trendy.
no, I think yours is a little more classic. But denim. Now, some people wear denim all the time. I totally get it.
It's cute. It goes to my outfit. I need to borrow it.
So, you know, if you're looking, and also it doesn't have the vachetta handles, but
Mhm.
that is something you want to consider, like the lavender bag you just mentioned. It might be cute for now, but is it going to be something that is going to last? Do you want to pass it down? Do you want your daughter to use it? Or do you just want to sell it after a couple of seasons?
True.
Like,
Now, if you're a purple person
yeah.
and that's your like me, I love pink. I would invest in a pink bag and keep it for years and never sell it. So if you're just purple's your thing, your lilac, go for it.
And that's interesting because I'm a purple person. I love my
Yeah.
purples, but I still don't picture myself buying a purple or lavender bag.
Yeah.
I think like it would still be pretty temporary just to like I don't know. I have some reason I don't see myself wearing that a lot. Also, like if I'm wearing lavender, I'm probably gonna wear a white bag as opposed to purple clothes, purple bag.
That's true. Now, I think if you're going to invest in a Speedy too, and I know you'll probably agree with me, the collabs like the Murakami,
Hmm.
um, and the denim, those are good investments just because people go crazy over the denim and the collabs, like the Steven Sprouse and the Murakami. Those I think are cherry blossom. Those are ones that people are going to like collect and they're going to retain.
Yes, but they are very expensive right now. So
They
if you
are.
bought it way back then, you're lucky. And we did talk about this in our previous video that also you shouldn't buy a bag looking at as an investment because that's very risky. We want you to use your bags.
Right.
I think we as former client advisors and girls who love bags, like I am kind of done babying my stuff. It's
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
only baby it for so long. It's like driving a new car, like it's inevitably going to get scratched. You're going to have to polish it, rotate the tires, and things that you have to do when you own something expensive. So the
Right.
same goes with your bags. Like eventually they will have wear and tear. It's kind of like how guys don't want to crease their sneakers. It's kind of
I don't
comical.
get that.
It's gonna happen.
I'm gonna wear like if I get a bag, she immediately is gonna go. I'm gonna wear it. It's gonna get loved. I'm not gonna sit there and throw it on a shelf and stare at it and be like, "Oh my god, what a beautiful." No, if I want artwork, I'll buy artwork. If I want decor, I'll buy decor. If I want a bag, I'm gonna go out and wear it. I'm gonna love it. I'm not gonna just place it on a shelf and just stare at it. It's gonna get used somehow.
Yes. So I think like with that said, for anyone who is asking about a Speedy, and we bring it up because it is the most popular, I think, recognizable Louis Vuitton style. So if you are going to buy a Speedy, those are things to consider. Does it fit your lifestyle? Does the color fit your wardrobe? And do you need a crossbody or not? Is it something that you want to pass on? And
Right.
not to look at it for investment purposes because it is a bag.
That is true. It is a bag, but you've got if you want a Speedy, that is the first bag and the most I think, recognizable piece. Listen, get what size fits you best. Get with, like, if you are a crossbody person, 2025, you can carry it on the crook. I think Michelle and I agree 30 is the best because you're going to get, I can carry this overnight.
Mhm.
I think this is good. 35, I feel like droops.
A
If you
little
get
too
any
big
bigger
for
than
35.
30, it's going to start drooping. Like this one holds
Yes,
its weight.
that too. Oh, and for that, I never use a organizer with my bag.
Me neither.
So that's totally a personal preference. Vuitton does not carry organizers. They don't recommend it because like anything aftercare, it might
Yeah.
rip up the inside. I don't know. But I think at this, you're right, because anything bigger will get droopy in the middle, and I don't put too much in this bag. Um,
Right.
Another thing, I do highly recommend a vintage bag. And like I said, watch my old video, the video from a couple weeks ago about vintage versus new. That I really feel like because this is an older bag, it's much thicker than the bags you get now. I do feel like this is like the real Vuitton, like the experience that people are not getting now going to the
They're
store
not.
buying Vuitton. They're not getting the same Vuitton bag that you could get in the 80s, even 90s, even the early 2000s.
Yeah, there's something about that the canvas that actually did feel like leather.
Yeah.
It doesn't anymore. It's now feels paper thin. I hate to say it,
It
but
does.
this, even this right here, and you hear it.
Mhm. I can hear the texture. The texture is completely different on a new
It
bag.
feels thick, and you can even
Mhm.
see it right here. It feels thick. It looks, it. I can feel the difference between my Kasama
Yeah.
and the ones that are sold today. It is night and day.
It's real luggage material, whereas today's bags, yes, they are paper thin. And I've read your comments about your canvas bags cracking right away. And I'm sorry that happened. Not my fault, but sorry it happened because manufacturing is just not what it used to be.
Right.
So
Very
with
true.
that said, you can get plenty of Speedies on Fashion File. Um, I post them weekly when I find Speedy deals or when people ask me, and I just look, okay, let's see what kind of Speedies are out. All different price points, all different conditions. But it's definitely possible. And like, I think it's okay to buy a used bag. You can always clean it out, wash it out, and make it
It
yours.
has a story behind it. They're the bags from yesteryear. There's something about them. They are made differently. They're made.
Yes, they sure are.
Mhm.
Like I said, I feel like it's like I feel like my older bags are real Vuittons.
Yeah.
Now, I wanted to add on to something you were saying earlier about oh, I forget what investment pieces. Oh, you were talking about
The collapse.
the collabs, and if you reference our last show about investment pieces, um, so it's just kind of off topic, I guess. Christy and I really love Vernis bags and the Alma PM, and I happened to see an Alma PM in the wild. And it was a Vernis, it was a dark navy Vernis, and it was so pretty. And what this lady said to me was that these are art and they increase in value over time. And I didn't want to tell her. I did not want to tell her. Now she thought they were increasing in value over time because she bought hers for about 2000. And if you can find an Alma Verni PM in the store right now, it would probably cost you about 3500.
Probably. They don't exist anymore,
Yeah, they
but
don't exist anymore. So that was her thinking. And, she looked great in the bag. It's like, enjoy your bag. But I didn't
she
have the
probably
heart to tell her.
did
Let me
$500
just let her
for it.
enjoy it because if you look up the price now of an Alma Verni PM, it's going to come in about $800.
That yeah, that's what I was saying. She'll probably get like 400 or 500 for it, like if she got money back, but it's gonna sell for pretty inexpensive. I think I to me, you can't put a price on a bag that I like. Like I have speaking of which, let me bring out my
Yes.
Alma.
So
Old. Here she comes, Miss America.
let's
This is
see
a
her. See, now I love it. I love an Alma PM in Bernie. Exactly.
this is
Now,
a gem.
for you and for her, it was a beautiful accessory, but it's not going to be an investment just because you see that it sells more in the store doesn't mean that you're going to get that money back for it if and when you decide you're going to sell it. So,
Now, yeah, Vernis, I hate to tell you, anybody who I love Vernis. I am never gonna hate on a Vernis bag. That's just like my jam. I love this bag.
mhm.
I still rock her. She's like my black bag.
By the way, is the Speedy still made in epi leather? Because I haven't seen it.
Yes. No, it's
No.
not. It's
Okay.
now. You have to get it out. Probably Fashion File or something.
Yeah, I've seen it vintage. Because that's another like that you both Christy and I recommend epi leather.
Ugh.
It's unusual for
You have your
Dawn collectors, but
what?
I love that material. So like I would thumbs up also as Speedy and
I
Epi leather,
they
and an
had it
Alma PM in
early
Epi leather.
2000s. This is a Marlini.
Mhm. Oh, I love that color too.
Thank you. See, that's what I'm saying. I will buy a bag in pink. Makes no sense.
Mhm.
Most epi leather. So another thing people always talk about is hardware. We probably haven't touched on it. Epi leather, I would say 90% of it is going to be in silver hardware. Some people
Oh
are
yes.
like not gold people. I like to mix metals. I don't care. I wear both. Most epi is going to be in silver hardware, but this leather is so
Yeah.
strong. It's like
Mhm.
bricks. You cannot mess it up if you wanted to. But back in 2008, 9, they made when Marc Jacobs was still the creative director. Love Mark. We both
Mhm.
do. They made the Epi Speedies in like blue, red, yellow, like black, and this really pretty anthracite color. They don't make them anymore.
Yeah, and they were electric epi too, which had
Ugh,
a sheen to it.
like a cobalt
Yeah,
one.
love those.
And they made the
Love
almond
those.
too. And the
And
sticky balls.
I get that it's not everyone's cup of tea. There's definitely like different types of customers, and I will say at least 50% of the customers today want to have that LV logo. And I would say the true collector or someone just wants a nice bag that will last forever, epi is the way to go.
Right. But if you're a real like Vuitton lover, and like for me, I know I live in Dallas and a lot of people are very ostentatious and they like to have their logos.
Yep.
I don't always need a logo. Like I like this one, you can't really tell. And I just love this bag because I love patent leather.
Mhm.
Uh, this one, I guess you can't really tell like much, but she doesn't really fit a lot. This may not have been the best investment, but I like pink and I like Epi. Um, but if you like good leather and you want Louis Vuitton, but you don't want everyone to know, Epi is a good way to go. Um,
And
yeah,
also it's like very um you'll find better prices on it pre-loved.
yeah. Unfortunately, some of the bags I like, maybe not unfortunately, fortunately, unfortunately, the Vernis and the Epi, they can be found secondhand on the pre-loved market for way less. So if
Yes.
you are a Vernis or an Epi lover, don't go into Louis Vuitton. I hate to say it, don't go into the Louis Vuitton store and buy it full price because you will be able to find these bags. Vernis, now be careful with Vernis because I hate to say it, they can have like some little
It could
wonky
get
little
sticky.
scuffies.
Yeah.
um, I don't care because I don't. But some people, if you're very specific and you're very picky, just know that Vernie does have little scuffies. Epi, not really as much. She holds
No.
up well, but you can get them almost 50% off the retail price on the
Yeah.
pre-love market. It is insane. If you do your digging, and just go on all Fashion Files, a good one. Any of the pre-love markets, you will be able to find a bag you maybe liked yesteryear for a fraction of the price.
Yes. Oh, yeah. Same with the Speedy. Back to the original topic. Same with the
Yeah,
Speedy because they're so abundant now.
yeah.
So, alrighty, we're at 47 minutes. So I'm gonna, as usual, list some recommended bags down in the description. I want to thank you guys for joining. Thank you, Christy. Did you start your new channel yet?
I'm working on some more content for it. I have one 30-second blurb, and
Okay.
I'm going to start creating more. I have a
Yes.
back.
Make it regular once a week because,
Yeah.
yeah. And we'll be doing more videos together because this is a lot of fun. So thank you guys for joining, and we will see you soon.
All right. Bye.
Bye.